I won't be talking about my research, thankfully for you. I'll be telling you about something that I learned in grad school that has changed my life. Okay, and that thing is how to gamble. So you're laughing, but I'm serious. So I brought $25. It's my own money. I brought a coin as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this coin. If the coin lands heads, you get $25. If it lands tails, you give me $20. Okay, so that's the gamble. 50-50, 25 gain or $20 loss. All right? Who here would like to play this gamble with me? Okay. So almost no one. And that's actually what we observe in the lab as well, right? Why do people reject these gambles? These gambles are positive expected value, all right? If you play them, on average, you will get $2.50. Okay, they're small stakes, all right? You lose $20, that's not the end of the world. You'll be fine. People reject small-scale, positive expected value gambles because they're loss averse. The loss of losing $20 looms larger than the gain of winning $25. The pain is more than the pleasure, okay? Now, this is a well-known behavioral effect. There's been, multiple Nobel Prizes that people have won because of it. But what makes loss aversion particularly nefarious is how it interacts with people's myopia, right? When you're making this decision, 50% chance of winning 25, 50% chance of losing 20. When you're making that decision, you're not thinking about it in the context of every other gamble you've faced in your life and every other gamble you may potentially face in the future. You're not evaluating it based on a general risk-taking strategy according to which you either always accept or always reject these gambles. Okay, you're thinking about it in isolation. But if you thought about it in the context of every other gamble you're offered, the context of repeated gambles that you face daily in your life, then it's silly not to accept this gamble. Okay? If you play positive expected value gambles repeatedly, then in the long run you will make a profit. If you play this gamble every day of your life for the next 40 years, you will win on average $36,000, and the probability of making a loss is effectively zero. All right? People don't think like that, so they reject these gambles every time they're offered them. All right? That's myopic loss aversion. Now, why do I find this interesting? I don't care about finance or money or actually gambling. I find this interesting because this is a pervasive risk-taking tendency in every domain of our life, in our professional life, our social life, our personal life. I'll give you an anecdote. I used to be a pretty shy graduate student. Okay, I'd go to these conferences and I would be too shy to go introduce myself to the famous researchers in my field. Why? Because I was myopically loss averse. I was loss averse because the rejection, the fear of that, loomed larger than the pleasure of getting a positive response. But I was myopic in my decision-making tendencies. I didn't think of that decision in the context of a general networking strategy. I thought of it in isolation. Okay, well, at some point, I decided to start taking positive expected gambles, small-scale positive expected value gambles, whenever I was offered them. And I think I've had some of my successes because of that. I mean, that's perhaps one reason why I'm here, a professor at an Ivy League institution, giving a talk to you. All right, so if there is a lesson in all of this, it's to take small-scale positive expected value gambles whenever you're offered them, professional, social, personal, and of course also financial. Thank you. Let me play this out to see what would have happened had you taken this gamble. All right, so heads you win, tails I lose. Oops. That is a tails. All right, you would have lost that one, but but take my talk seriously. Thank you.